Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy, and welcome back for another crafty venture. Today we're making these two gorgeous, kind of a Tiffany blue and gold cards. So, I'm not going to talk so much about my card process as I am about why I chose this cherry blossom stamp and the word hi. So I'll just tell you real quick. The blue panels are a gel plate pull that I have trimmed down and cut into two, and I'm using this beautiful slapstick cling stamp from Penny Black. They call their red rubber slapstick cling, and it is called Blissful Blossoms. And yeah, so we can talk more about the techniques and the gel plate pull another time, but for me this process was more about missing my daughter. So many of you know that my youngest daughter Maura was killed in a car crash. January 2nd was 5 years, and cherry blossoms were special to her, and I'll go into that in a little bit. So when I see them, I try not to hoard because you know. Anyway, some cherry blossom images are just more touching than others, and I had to have this stamp. And I also got a die cut, a cherry blossom die cut from Penny Black during the same purchase, and I showed them in a haul video not long ago. So the reason for the cherry blossom in particular is because my daughter Maura had polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it was pretty severe, and we didn't think that she was able to have children at all. We didn't think she'd be able to be pregnant or have children. And when she was, I think she was 17, 18 maybe, she actually had a miscarriage, and she didn't tell me until after the fact because she thought I would be angry at the pregnancy, which in fairness and all honesty, I probably wouldn't have been too happy because of what it meant. You know what I mean? How do you get pregnant? Well, yeah, so that part would not have pleased me. But she wanted to be a mama more than anything in the world. And yeah, so when she lost her baby, she came to me later, and we cried it out and all of that, and it was very, very sad, very mournful, but definitely another bonding moment. And ultimately, she ended up getting a tattoo to represent and honor her baby, because she had already named the baby. She was so excited. She had named the baby Emily, and so she got a tattoo on, I believe it was her left forearm, or no, her up by her shoulder, not her forearm. And it had the baby's initials in a pretty scripty font, and then she had cherry blossoms around it as well. So she did that in honor of her baby that she lost. So I decided to get one in honor of my baby that I lost. So every year since she passed, we go to Myrtle Beach to celebrate her birthday. And it coincides with Mother's Day. We've always celebrated her birthday and Mother's Day on pretty much the same weekend. But yeah, so we go down there. It's not our favorite beach, but it was hers, and so that's where we go. And while I was down there that first year, actually, I was in the pool, and this tattoo idea came to my mind. She's always on the back of my mind, so I knew that I wanted the tattoo on the back of my head, essentially, like right behind my ear on my mastoid bone. But the tattoo artist wouldn't shave my hair, so it's further down on my neck. But she's always on the back of my mind, so that's where I knew I wanted it. And I knew that I wanted to incorporate the cherry blossoms because she used it when she lost her baby, so I wanted to use it in memory of my baby. And she got her baby's initials, Emily May, and I got hers, which not so much her initials, because Maura Miranda May, so it's 3 M's, right? So when she was in school and she had to sign her artwork, because we're all kind of artsy craftsy people, but she needed to come up with like a logo, so to speak, but 3M was already taken, right? The tape company. So she went with M cubed. So that's what I got. I got M cubed. You know what cube means with the exponent up at the top. So it's M with a tiny 3 up at the top right of the M. And I got that in a pretty scripty font, and it is behind my right ear on my neck. and it says M cubed, and then it has cherry blossoms around it, and the whole tattoo process is a story in and of itself that I'm not going to go into, but ultimately I got like a kind of a, it's more of a teal, I guess, than this softer blue, but I got that surrounding the whole thing. And yeah, what I wouldn't give to say hi to her again. I mean, I talk to her every day, but to see her again, to hold her, even if just for a minute, to say, hi baby, I love you, I miss you. Yeah. So that's this card, guys, these cards. So I know many of you have lost as well, and not doesn't have to be a child. I mean, we lose many things, right? We grieve over many things. So talk to me about who you've loved and lost, and who you would like to spend just a minute with. If you could see them one more time, tell them hi, tell them you love them and miss them. Who is that person for you? Let me know downstairs. I would give anything to spend any amount of time with any of my children, but specifically Maura, because I haven't seen her. I know that we'll be united again. I know that in my heart. I know where she's at, and I know that she's well cared for, and she's safe, and she's no longer hurting or mourning herself. So I will see her soon. But that's what these cards are about. My cherry blossom cards. And you can see that little high sentiment is cute, right? That font is cute. I love it. It came from my stamp market haul not too long ago, and I really love it. It's cute, cute, cute. And I used the Brutus Monroe gilded embossing powder that I just got not long ago, and was so shocked that I didn't already own it. But I used that same embossing powder for all the elements on the cards, and you could see that I went around the edges with the embossing powder as well. I love that technique. I feel like it's grungy and elegant at the same time. And on one card I went all the way around, on the other one I only did the ends, and I like them both. I really like them both. And so here I'm making my tone-on-tone white backgrounds, and I'm using these background plates from Honeybee Stamps. This one is just the, what is that called? Embossed detail, the kind of a stitched embossing. And for both of them, I ran it through once, scooted it down, realigned it, and ran it through again. So this one is the quatrefoil, and I like that some of the bits and pieces are falling out. It's kind of a grungy, distressed, kind of an antique look, right? Without it being that, like tiles falling out of a wall or something, kind of a decay. I love that look. So I left the ones that stayed in, I left them in. The ones that I punched out were actually falling out, so they were going to come out anyway. And I kept all the little quatrefoil pieces. Hopefully I'll use them on something else down the road. But yeah, I feel like she would have liked this as well. And just that kind of, both of them kind of grungy without being grungy and elegant at the same time. Is that such a thing? I mean, I know my friend Ryan has glitter grunge. I guess elegant grunge could be the same line, right? I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the style that I'm developing these days. Anyway. All right. So I am just going to let you guys finish watching my process. And then at the end, I will have a video up on screen that you might be interested in watching. And again, I encourage you to talk to me downstairs about someone that you love, that you miss, and that you would give anything to spend just a couple of minutes to tell them, hi, I love you, I miss you. Tell me who that person is for you. I'd love to know. This is a safe space. We can share these things. And also, I do plan on doing a live here on YouTube in the coming weeks, where I will do just be playing with my gel press. I feel like that would be better on a live than it doesn't always translate well for me anyway on video. And then let me know what else you might like to see in a live. All right, guys, so we'll just listen to music, we'll watch the rest of the process, and we'll think about our loved ones. this music. So I lost the tittle to both eyes. Of course I did. And so I just used my embossing pen on both cards, put a little dot, and hit it with my gilded again. But there's lots of ways to correct that mistake. There's lots of ways to correct pretty much all mistakes, right, guys? We don't throw anything away, and we're not looking for perfection. As Lydia Fielder says, perfection is for serial killers. Oh my gosh, I love that she says that. That just, yes. And Maura would approve of that as well. So there they are. My sweet cards in memory of my sweet girl, who I desperately want to hold again and tell her hi. But I know why God won't let us, because if I saw her for 1 minute, I would not want to let her go again. No. There they are, guys. Penny Black, Blissful Blossoms, gel plate, so many stencils in the background I can't even tell you. So much paint. This is Nancy the Handy Scandy. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you downstairs in the comments. Bye-bye.